What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Yacht Addiction YouTube channel. Today we're going to be touring an extremely special super yacht. This is a 146-foot Heesen yacht, first delivered in 2011. Now Heesen Yachts is a Dutch shipbuilder and they build some of the finest super yachts in the world. It's been refit most recently in 2022. It has an aluminum hull, so it has so many years left on its life. In 2021/2022, during the refit, they spent over $2 million to modernize the electronics, mechanical equipment, and interior. Inside, you can sleep 10 guests in 5 permanent staterooms, and you also have an optional 6th stateroom, which I will point out, which allows you to sleep up to 12 with a Murphy bed. Overall, it's 146 feet and 7 inches. It has a beam of 28 feet and a draft of 8 feet and 2 inches. It's listed for sale by Worth Avenue Yachts, so an extra special shout out to them for granting me access on board to film it. Like I said, you don't see a Heesen yacht like this all the time. They're highly sought after. So let's go ahead and get started with this Heesen SuperYacht tour. So we'll slip our shoes off and make our way on board via this passerelle. You can see just how massive this transom wall is, and this will open up for the garage and beach club inside. They don't have it open for the show, unfortunately. And then stepping up onto the aft deck, you have 2 teak tables with the L-shaped seating that wraps around. And then we have these curved powered glass doors with the foot pedal down here, and this is what grants us inside the main salon. So right away, you're greeted with this beautiful circular entrance. And then stepping a little bit forward, you'll find the main living area. And I'll try to point it out as we go along, but these Heesen yachts, they're built to such a high standard. The quality is practically unmatched. There's only a few other shipbuilders that can even compare. So I'll try to point out those quality moments when we see them. In particular, I'm talking about the sturdiness of the yacht. The doors are extremely thick and heavy. Everything's built to really tight tolerances. But here you can see the formal dining area. And this is a pretty cool design element on the wall here with the grain in different directions. And I'm also going to try, they laid out some carpet specifically for the show. We'll try to stay on that when we can. Here, let's do a quick shot of the spec sheet. Although all the specs will be listed down below in the description. But look at that beautiful profile. Here is the formal side entrance. As you can see, you have a large side access door right here. This leads to the entrance with the stairs going up and down to the guest cabins and up to the Skylounge. But we're going to start all the way forward because the owner's cabin is on the main deck. Right here we have the day head. Now this door, this is what I'm talking about quality-wise. It's super heavy, it's solid, and just look how thick this door is. And you'll find that all throughout this yacht. The owner's stateroom has a private office. And you have those same design elements continuing throughout. And then it can be closed off, but here is the full beam owner stateroom. You have a full-size sofa right here. It's actually oversized. I really like how they kept the consistent design here, but this is a different material. This is a soft touch, almost like an Alcantara material, but it's woven through the headboard. And then this is also a really cool carpet. You'll see there's a design in the carpet even. And that same weave in a smaller scale is right behind the TV. On the far side of the room, we have a dressing table, as well as your walk-in closet. You also saw all of those built-in drawers. And you have additional closet space in the ensuite. So you can see the 2 doors here. Here we have the double vanity. Then look at this huge shower. You have twin rainfall shower heads. On the other side, behind this frosted door, this is where you actually find the toilet and bidet. Once again, you'll see how thick and sturdy these doors are. And on the far side of the ensuite, we'll find the soaking tub, as well as additional closet space right here. So we're just going to slowly back out of this room, give you one more look. And sadly, it's time to leave this very impressive owner's stateroom and move on to the guest cabins. So, this is a really wide staircase and it's pretty steep. So they have these gates built in. And we have 4 more cabins down here. We have a large landing. Then all 4 cabins are in this direction. We'll start right here. I like the circular design with the LEDs in the ceiling. You can see your closet and TV up on the wall. And then their ensuite is located right here. You have another rainfall shower. And then the toilet and bidet behind the glass door here. Next up, very similar cabin to the last. Dare I say, mirrored. And then 2 more on this level. You can see this one has 2 singles, and they're split across the room, of course. You have storage drawers underneath. Then they have their closet behind the door. Also, TV behind this door. And of course, the doors have a catch, so you're not going to slam them into the TV. And even though this is the smallest cabin, you still have a really well finished, I mean, look at all the veins in this gorgeous stone. And you have all the additional marble. And of course, the rainfall shower in the separate shower. And then 2 more singles over here, very similar to the last. They have a storage cubby right up between them. And then same thing as before. The showers also have speakers in them, I just noticed. So that's pretty cool with the surround sound system. I'm assuming that you can connect that to the control pad right here. And then you can control the audio in the different rooms, the temperatures, that type of thing. And then this door, we're not going to go through it, but this actually leads to the crew mess. And this is so they can easily service these areas. They can just come through this door and then take care of all of the cabins down here. They don't have to go up the stairs, over, then back down the stairs. And one more thing I read on the listing is that this yacht has not been chartered. So you know that means it's going to be in immaculate condition. All right, now before we head up to the Skylounge, Let's check out the galley. Right here, you have a dishwasher and then a little espresso machine. You also have a sink built right into the corner. Then here is the galley. You have literally an entire wall of cold storage. The island in the middle. I think most chefs would be happy to be cooking in this kitchen. You have the Gaggenau cooktop and oven. And of course, the exhaust overhead. These are all really high-end appliances, as you'd expect. And currently the blinds are closed, but you can see there is a full wall of windows here. It's not a dark, cramped, weird galley. It is very bright, very open, and that's nice to see. Then we're going to take a quick shot of the crew mess. This is down this long hallway, and all of this wall. Inside these panels, you'll have storage. But if we get all the way to the end, it's a little staircase. Here's that door that leads to the the guest cabins. And then here is a quick shot of the crew mess and the laundry facilities. And then we're not going to go into their specific cabins, but you can see an example of one right here with the twin bunks. So back up this staircase. Let's get out of their way. Now we're going to head upstairs. And this is where we have the Skylounge, the bridge. We also have that optional 6th cabin. So we'll open and close the gate. And you also see right here, there is another staircase. And this is just from that back crewway, so they can get up and down, keep this door closed, and then not be in the guest areas. But there's a little stew pantry right here with some refrigeration and a sink. Then the bridge. You'll find it right here. You can see your camera system. All of these SuperYacht controls. And then you have the seating that wraps around. And then the captain's cabin is located on this level as well. So he has a little office space. And then his bed is back here. It is a double. He has all of his storage. And then, once again, another extremely heavy door even on this one. And he has his ensuite. Quality throughout, no matter what room you're in. It's great to see the consistency, that's very important. And now if we continue back, you have your IT rack and some storage. And then on this side, the day head, of course. And it's nice that this has a shower. And this comes in handy if you convert the Skylounge into the 6th cabin so they can have their own quote-unquote ensuite. But first we're going to look at it as the Skylounge. Come right here. You have this swooping sofa that wraps around and is facing the large TV up on the wall. Like the consistent LEDs in the ceiling again. And then this area right here, I don't know if you can make it out, but this rectangle around the TV, this is actually the hidden Murphy bed. So this can fold down into a queen bed, and this area can convert into a 6th and absolutely massive stateroom. So this could be converted to the ultimate VIP. Just depends on your needs. And then it's nice that it can be converted back to the Skylounge. But you'll see here, you have another little table and some chairs. So yeah, pretty simple, but pretty lovely for a Skylounge. And normally it would be nice to see a bar area in here or something like that, but because there is the stew pantry right back there, I don't think it's absolutely necessary. I think the clean look works really well too, especially since this could be a potential bedroom. So that makes some sense. Then we have more curved powered glass doors, and this leads to the bridge deck aft. You have this beautifully shaped teak table. The seating, of course, wraps around. You also have some secondary tables on the side here. Over here, we just have a ton of storage, and I noticed they lined teak all over the place. That's kind of cool. So you have storage in all of these areas. It's also put sort of a funky design in the teak here. It's pretty cool. Not necessarily functional, but it looks cool. And then continuing up this staircase, we will find ourselves on the Sundeck. We'll start all the way aft with this beautiful jacuzzi. And I like how they have the sun pads flanking all the way around. And you have the awning overhead too for some extra shade. I apologize if there's a little bit of wind noise. We have a dining table right here with the wraparound seating, and this is another teak table. And this is also serviced by this bar area. Look at that beautiful stone. And of course you have your sink and ice makers and refrigeration down in here. And then forward of the bar and the seating area, we have another huge sun pad area. You and all your guests can lie out. I also like how there's some space here. So this is a bench. Then you have the sun pads here. It's nice to have different options. You don't just want all sun pads. And then you'll see a second helm station all the way up here on the sun deck. So this gives the captain a fantastic vantage point. This is also teak lined, it looks like. So this just folds up, and then they get an absolutely amazing view up here from the sun deck. And then of course you have awnings on the front too that extend out from the hardtop, which is in the middle. And another thing I noticed is all over this yacht, you have the JL audio speaker system. You have speakers all over the place. So if you wanted to throw a pretty great party, I'm sure you easily could do so up here. All right, so we're gonna head up to the bow. And we can get up there through this side deck. You'll see this is that main doorway to the formal entrance. And then up these stairs, we'll find the foredeck. So up here, we have some storage. So you have tender storage right here. And you can see the crane is integrated right into the space, so it looks really good. And then you also have another little lounging area with some more teak tables, the seating, of course, additional JL audio speakers. Like I said, that just is consistent throughout the yacht. And then you have some huge sun pads right off the front. And then all the way up here is the business end for the crew, where, look at these cleats. You have some serious hardware on this one. And you have a little bosun's locker right in here for all of the deck supplies. All right, guys, so we've seen almost all of the interior. Also, I'm noticing right here, you have a huge locker for either storage or emergency equipment. I'm not going to open this up because we're at the show, but you do have huge storage lockers. You also have your life raft stored right here. And I'm sure you saw it from some of the pictures, but maybe as I'm walking back, we'll throw up a picture on screen of the profile. This Heesen yacht has beautiful lines. It's very sporty, but also elegant. And also, obviously, it's a huge yacht too. So I think they did a great job with the profile design.
Be careful.
Thank you.
Watch your step.
So, right here is the inside of that tender garage we weren't able to see from out there. This could, of course, be converted to a beach club area. This is a really huge space. So you have a lot of different options here. And when this folds down, obviously, you could use this as a beach club. And then here is the main primary tender. So, a lot of different flexibility here. You can see the winch right here, and there's one over here, and this is how you'd pull toys or the tender back into this space. And the engines are through this door. It's a little loud, so I'm going to show you the room, and then I'll tell you about the specs outside. Here you can see one engine. You have the chief engineer's office right in here. And then here's the other engine. So like I said, it's a little loud. Let me tell you about them outside. But you do have your diesel generators. These are John Deere's, and they're on each side as well, and that's what's causing all this noise. So let's get out of here. Thank you. So those engines were a pair of MTU 16V 4000 M90 engines. You have a reported top speed of 23 knots. You can cruise at 20 knots. And if you drop it down to 12 knots, you'll get about 3,500 nautical miles of range. So it's a very capable super yacht. You can go on all types of trips. And then here is the chief engineer's cabin. Take a big step out. Thank you, sir. And then I think we'll just finish off in the main salon. So, let me know you thought about this Heesen SuperYacht in the comment section down below. It's very easy to see why these yachts have such a great reputation. You can literally feel it when you're on board. Hopefully, I was able to show you some of that throughout the video. Thank you to Worth Avenue Yachts for granting us access on board, and we will catch you next time.